Welcome to another Linden Elevator YouTube video on how to improve your valve adjusting skills. Today we're going to be doing basically an unboxing on a Dover i2. We've already removed the valve from the box. When you get it out, you're going to notice that the pressure relief cartridge has a couple, it's in this bag with a ball bearing and a couple of O-rings, and these are to be installed in the valve in the port directly underneath where I'm pointing right here, where it says relief. The ball bearing goes in first, the pressure relief cartridge gets screwed in. Do not over tighten the pressure relief cartridge or you will get a situation where your pressure will spike, sometimes in excess of 900 psi. With a little experimentation here, we found that between 25 and 30 foot-pounds of torque seems to be the best amount of torque to make the valve function correctly, but still allows it to be removed easily. After you receive the valve, you're going to notice that two of the adjusters, the low pressure regulator adjuster, that's the one on this end of the valve, and the down main speed adjuster, the one on this end of the valve, they're both screwed in fairly far. This is done so that they don't have punch holes in the box or in the bags and cause oil to leak. So the very first adjustment that you need to do, and it needs to be done in this order, is to start with your pressure, your low pressure regulator. You're going to remove both coils on this valve, either from the control block or board or from the valve itself. If you remove the coils from the valve, you're going to want to put something through them so that they don't burn up. This adjuster on the end of the valve is approximately 2 inches long. The width of this plate is approximately 1/2 inch. So if you turn this out 1.5 inches roughly, you're going to have the piston inside will be wide open and ready for adjustment. At this point, it's very similar to a Maxton or an Eco valve. You're going to turn the low pressure regulator adjuster in clockwise until the car begins to move. Turn it counterclockwise till the car stops moving. Take an additional half turn counterclockwise. Then you'll proceed to replace the coils and try to make an up inspection or high-speed call. You cannot do the pressure relief setting until you have movement in the car. We receive a lot of calls that say that they can't build any pressure with their pressure relief, and that's because the car doesn't have a movable response. So the normal adjustments on this valve out of the box, the car should function if you get the ball bearing and pressure relief cartridge in and set the pressure, the low pressure regulator. Once you get the car to where it is actually moving up and down the hoistway, you can proceed with the pressure relief. If you want to do it in that order, we recommend that's a good thing to do. After you get your pressure relief set where you want, then you're going to warm your oil up and just let these 6 adjusters alone until you get your oil warmed up. After the oil's reached running temperature, you're going to want to reset the low pressure regulator on this end. Same thing, you're going to remove these coils. The reason it has to be done once the oil's warmed up is if the oil is too cool, that adjustment is out of position and it will result in a situation where the car will not re-level if it falls below the floor level. So after you've reached running temperature, readjust the low pressure regulator. Now we're ready to adjust the valve. Replace the 2 coils and proceed. The up start adjuster, it's in for a smoother acceleration, out for a firmer acceleration. The stop adjuster here, it's in for a smoother stop, out for a firmer stop. When you adjust this adjustment, you affect your up start pretty significantly. If you turn in here, you get a much more aggressive start. This can be removed by just turning this adjuster in clockwise. The slowdown adjuster here, it's in for smoother, and what that means is it takes longer to get from high speed to leveling, which results in a shorter leveling zone in inches. So if you turn this in and you had a 10-inch leveling zone before, your leveling zone will reduce. There is a side effect to that. When you turn in on your slow down adjuster here, It also affects your leveling adjuster here. Now this is an adjuster that is not marked. This is your up level. It's also the one that has the filter screen on it that sometimes needs to be cleaned. It is in for faster, more feet per minute, counterclockwise for less feet per minute. Then we'll proceed to the down side of the valve. This is your down, main, and leveling speed adjuster. There's an entire video on our website for this adjustment. Please view that video before you start the down section. Your down start is in for smoother, out for firmer start. So if you have a very abrupt start, you turn this adjuster in clockwise. Your stop adjuster, it's in for smoother, out for firmer. If you turn this too far in, you will go past the floor. If you turn this too far out, you will not achieve high speed. So if you've previously set your high speed, but you've been adjusting on your stop adjuster and you lose high speed, this is too far counterclockwise. Your slow down adjuster works backwards from the other adjusters. It is counterclockwise for smoother adjustment. So if you have 14 or 16 inches of stabilized leveling, that would give you a reasonably abrupt transition. You would turn this actually counterclockwise. That will smooth out your transition, giving you fewer inches of leveling. Manual lowering is the T-handle on the top here. It is not marked, and it's just counterclockwise to open and clockwise to close. If you have any questions about the Dover i2, please call Linden Elevator Specialties, and we'd be happy to give you any assistance that you might need. Thank you for watching our video. We hope this has helped you on your i2 installation.